Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Bad. Grand rising, grand rising. I see all my little Hey Uncle Ronies growing in. I'm gonna go get my Hey Uncle Ronies cut off. Yeah. Real quick, cause I ain't gonna be driving too long. Just wanted to, touch bases with y'all. This morning I noticed some things this morning, and I just had to come and talk to you about it. One, how have your energy been? How have your energy been? Have you been paying attention lately? These past few days, this month, have anybody noticed anything in their energy? Because I sure have in mine. And I'm gonna tell you something. This right here, this time of year, now that I see it the way I see it, I believe it was always this way. I believe it was always this way, meaning that it wasn't such a really good time like everybody thought it was. And I'm not just saying that right there just because I lost my son. I'm not saying that. It's just something that's just off about the holiday spirit, period. It's just something that's off about it. And you really see this stuff right here after you done lost your child. Because after you lost your child, the holiday spirit mask come right off. It come right off. That mask for the holidays, that stuff come right off, man. You don't see the holidays the same no more. So, this morning, or this rising earlier today, before I got up, it was still dark and everything. And I'm telling you, man, I know I was being attacked. I was being attacked this morning, and I was attacked by some spirits. I know it was, because I woke up, the way I woke up, I didn't wake up feeling good. I didn't wake up feeling good throughout the night. I put it to you like that. And I woke up multiple times throughout the night, multiple times, cold sweats and all. You know what I'm saying? Cold sweats and all. And I knew that I was being attacked. I just knew it was. So, what happened? I'm glad you asked. While I was being attacked, or attempted to be attacked on, Junior saved my behind, because he came. He sure did. Junior actually came, and in spirit, because I didn't see him, I just heard him, and he told me that he was okay. He told me he was okay, even though the spirit was trying to push me to the point of grief again. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, when this time of year come around, man, that's all it's filled with. After you lost your child, it ain't filled with nothing but grief. You don't see no Christmas presents and all the Christmas trees and all that stuff right there. You don't see that crap. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in disarray still. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this year might be a little better to deal with than last year, but it still ain't the same. You know, it's not. And so, like I said, around this time right here, when the holidays are around, expect the spiritual attacks, because that right there is what is one of the main holds that they got on you, especially if you done lost your child. Because I'm telling you, spiritually speaking, I've been attacked, absolutely. But that was going on for a long time. The thing about it is you got to recognize. That's the thing. See, I recognize. That's how I'm able to know that when I'm being attacked or not. I can recognize the spiritual attack. I recognize the spiritual attack. And that's the reason why I be like, man, y'all pay attention to what's going on around y'all. Pay attention, because you're going to need to recognize your spiritual attack in order for you to be able to do something about it. In my case, I realized I was being attacked. And when Junior came and told me that everything was all right, he was cool, he was all right, that right there kind of like, it offset that spiritual attack, because now you can't mess with me. You can't mess with me. And that's all that right there be about. You know what I'm saying? With no solution behind it, So we not gonna do that. That's why, I'm not doing that. When I seen the spiritual attack come on, I was already ready to battle him. I'm telling them like, nah, we not about to do that, not about to do that. And you know, Junior reaffirmed it, man. And then Stairway to Heaven came on. So I'm gonna listen to that when I get home, the OJs. Stairway to Heaven came on after that right there. And I was not attacked no more after that right there. That may sound crazy, y'all, man. That may sound crazy, man. But after the attack was over with, Stairway to Heaven came on. That's crazy, man. I know it sounds crazy. I know it do. I know. But it's going to be a whole lot of stuff. If you done lost your child, there's going to be a whole lot of stuff that's going to sound crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to look crazy. Ain't nothing going to look the same no more. Nothing. So you're going to be saying stuff and you're going to be dealing with stuff that's just not normal. Just not normal. Not your normal. You know, from what you used to dealing with. Yeah. And it sucks. It sucks. It sucks, man. I miss my boy. I miss my boy. I miss my boy. I miss my boy. I miss him. I miss my boy like crazy. And you know what? To be honest with you, it's still some things too within myself that I'm gonna have to fix. You know what I'm saying? Period. Just flat out period. There's some things that's going on in my life right now that I know I really gotta fix it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I gotta really fix it, man, because I'm telling you, as much as I talk to y'all about the spirit stuff and you know, try to navigate around this stuff, man, listen. Hey, they still come for me, baby. They still come for me. And I know if I could be strong at this right here, and they still, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have a strong mind, baby, you gonna be up shit creek. I ain't gonna cut no corners with you. If you don't have a strong mind dealing with this right here, you're gonna be in some trouble. You're gonna be in some trouble because I'm telling you, man, I try to think as strong as I can. I BS you not. I try to, you know, be as strong as I can, man. And I'm telling you, man, it's tight. It's still tight. You know? And if you don't know how to handle these spirits, because everything is spiritual behind this right here, okay? Everything is spiritual behind this. The physical, you see it because you live it. But everything else is spiritual warfare behind that. Everything is mental and it's spiritual behind that. Yep. Everything is mental and it's spiritual behind that. And that right there is what you're going to fight off these spirits with, man. Because this holiday coming around here, Christmas is coming around here, man. You only got a few more days. You know, you only got, 2 more weeks at best. 2 more weeks, and then Christmas will be here. And then what happens? When that day of Christmas come around here, I guess these spirits or whatever it is think that I'm supposed to just drop all my energy and start boo-hoo crying because my son ain't here and all this other stuff right here. And it ain't about to happen. It's not about to happen. It's not about to happen. That's how you gotta take your freaking power back, man, because I'm telling you, you lost a lot of it when you lost a child. I know I did. I lost a whole bunch. Man, I got reset to 0. Had to start all the way back over. Now, this version of me that some people, you probably not gonna like this version because I don't have nobody to set an example for no more. My boy is gone. That was the one I was setting the example for. So I don't have no more examples to set in terms of my sons. My other son, he grown. My other daughter, she grown. And I got one little girl. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to set no more examples for any more little boys. So this version of me, hey, some ain't gonna like it. I'm telling you, but hey, you're gonna have to be tough. I ain't playing. That's just the bottom line to it. Because I'm telling you, they almost got me this morning. Almost got me, baby. They almost brought the house down with it. You know what I mean? They almost brought the house down this morning. So, yeah, we don't want that to happen, man. We're going to pay attention to what's going on and pay attention to your energy and everything else, dude, because, this spiritual season that's around here, I'm telling you, hey, they here to do their job. They here to do their job. So when your energy start falling low, just know that for me, when I felt my energy falling low, I knew I was being attacked, and I could feel that in my sleep. I could feel that in my sleep. My spiritual senses is so sensitive right now, man. I don't know what to tell you, but they sensitive. Like I could pick up on the slightest stuff. It's some slight stuff, boy, that I could pick up on. I'm telling you, you just, hey. And that's why it's important that you be careful when you heighten in spirituality like that. You got to be careful, because you could absorb other people's energy, and you can absorb some bad energy. You got to watch what you absorb. This is the reason why you pay attention, man, because you're going to have to watch what you absorbing inside of. You're going to watch what you're listening to. You got to watch what you're looking at, because the energy that you got is different. The energy that you got upon you is different now, okay? It's not the same energy. It's not the same way of life that you used to see, man. It's not. And for those that ain't been through that right there, they probably won't understand. They probably might say that they understand and stuff like that. I get it, but no, you don't understand. You don't. You actually have to go through it in order to understand. Absolutely. And there's many different ways that you go around about, dealing with this right here. Many different ways that you go by dealing with this right here. My way ain't the only way. My way is to recognize and pay attention to your energy. That's how I deal with it. I pay attention to my energy and where my thoughts is and where my spirit is. When I line all three of those up, if something is off, it's going to let me know, pretty much. You know what I mean? And the more spiritually inclined you get, you will feel the same way. It'll be the same thing, man. Because physically, man, the child is gone. Physically. But spiritually, they not. And you know that because you can feel them. You can actually feel them. You can physically feel them internally. You can feel them. It have been times where it doesn't feel like somebody just tapped me on my arm and stuff like that, and I'm watching it move. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That right there you can feel. But you have to be in tune. You have to be in tune with yourself. That's the main thing right there, is about being in tune with yourself. Once you get in tune with yourself, once self is tuned up, I'm going to tell you, that's when you're going to start seeing everything that I'm talking about. But you got to tune yourself up, and it's going to take some work. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of work to do this right here. Don't even lie. There's going to be a lot of work that you're going to have to do, to keep yourself in tune. You're going to have to do a lot of work to keep yourself in tune, because while you trying to tune yourself up, guess what? You still being attacked too. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to be strong. This is why I was trying to tell you that when it all boiled down to it, you're going to have to pull some strength from places that you ain't even know that you had. That's just going to be the bottom line to it. You're going to have to pull some strength from places you didn't even know that you had. And that right there in and of itself that's going to be stressful alone. That's going to be stressful alone for doing that right there. Yeah. That right there is going to cause you stress alone. That's why I said you're going to have to deal with it. And you can't be weak about it now. You gotta let this stuff right here play out. Don't worry about it. I understand what you're going through. And this right here is what I had to do. So what I do is, I pay attention to my spirit. Damn. Y'all need some more French vanilla, baby. This stuff is out of here. You pay attention to my spirit, my energy, and what I'm thinking. And that's that. Because this holiday spirit is around here. It's around here it's around here, and it ain't here to pat you on the back. Not here to pat you on the back for real. Not here to pat you on the back. I miss my son. And that's the only thing right now that really, that's what they mean too. I'm gonna tell you this. So like when your peoples pass away like that and they young, it's like you got help on the other end, right? And that's probably what saved my ass this morning. Is because Junior was over there on the other end. Over there, and he was helping me out, man. He was. I'm not gonna lie, he was helping me out. Sorry about that, y'all. Just give me a little. He helped me out. Sorry, I'm just getting my little coffee. Hold on, I'll be with you. Just this. Yeah. Just. You said 4? No,
350.
Oh. Huh?
350 cash.
Yeah, I'm paying cash. If I could find my money. I am. Hold on. Oh man, don't tell me that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it, Ali. But oh man, hold on. Ouch. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Just leaving the gas station. I'm sorry. Back. So when I get attacked like that right there, I like to come and talk to y'all about it, man. Because I know where it's coming from. I don't know who it is, per se. But I know what it's not. But the reason why I tell y'all this stuff right here, and the reason why I be trying to put y'all up on game like that right there, is so y'all can know. So y'all can know what this right here stuff is when it come and hit y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what this stuff was. This is the reason why it took me so long to figure this stuff out. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to figure this stuff out because I didn't know what the spiritual attack was. I didn't know why I was feeling the way I was feeling. I didn't know that, you know, it was that I would be up under anything spiritual after this right here. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know that this right here would, I mean, I knew life wouldn't be the same, but not to this extent. I didn't know that it wouldn't be the same to this extent. I didn't know that. That I didn't know. It done switched some stuff, boy. Bro, I ain't playing. Like, when I tell you I done switched up some stuff to really, this stuff right here will cause you to, whatever it was you was doing in your life, man, it's gonna cause you to pause that stuff, man. It's gonna cause you to pause it. And you gonna start, hey, you gonna start redoing some stuff because you're gonna have to zero in. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna have to zero in on some stuff. Yeah, and it's gonna need you to focus. It's gonna need you to focus. And your focus gonna be everywhere. Your focus gonna be on your child. Your focus gonna have to be on your everyday living. Your focus gonna have to be on your money. Your man, listen. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of mental work that need to be done. And if you don't do it, this right here is where I see. Now it's just me. It's just me. Just my opinion. That not doing that work will keep your behind in grief. It will keep you in grief because you repeating the same cycle over and over and over, and it's not helping, and you keep on doing it, and it's not helping, and you keep on doing it. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to, I had to take everything the hard way. Like whatever it was, the hardest stuff to look at, give it to me. The hardest stuff to hear, say it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that was really hard. That's why I did all this work right here in the beginning. I already knew. I since it was already like this right here. Hey, I'm going in the whole way, and because of that right there, I believe that's the reason why I probably haven't been as attacked as much as I could be. However, it all boiled down to the work, man. It all boiled down to the work. You know, because this season right here is going to expose that. You know, good morning, cuz. This season is going to expose that. Okay? This holiday season is going to expose the work that you have done on yourself. See, if like me, hey, I did a lot of work on myself. That's not to say that I still won't feel a certain way now. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that straight too. That's not saying that I won't feel a certain way. You know, just because I call myself doing the work. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that at all. You know, what that mean? Oh man, I can't see nothing. What that mean, you know, is just that I've applied the work that I've done, you know, not to feel that way, not to feel that lag, you know what I'm saying? Not to feel that hunch that comes along in this right here, man, because look, I've been through it already. I went through it the first year. I went through it on his birthday. I went through it on what? All the holidays that done went around, that done came around. You know, summertime come, I went through it on my birthday. 4th of July, he loved fireworks. Wasn't here to do that right there. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is now I have to stop focusing on him not being here. We already know he ain't here. That's it. That's done. Okay? Physically. So I don't focus on that. I try not to focus on him not being here because I already know he's not here. And if you focus on that right there too long about your child not being here, that right there is a gateway for that spirit to slip right on off up and through there. Because that's what was happening to me. Every time I thought too long and pondered too long about my son not being here, my energy dropped lower and lower and lower. And not only did it drop lower, other spirits start coming in on top of that right there. And I knew that it was spirits because, again, it didn't give me no solution. That's the main thing that you are looking for. The bad spirits do not give you a solution. It goes against their very being for them to give you a good solution. That's how you know. That's how I recognized it. If it wasn't for that part right there, I'd be doing a lot more work. That's how I recognize when that evil spirit is hitting me. Because again, it don't leave you with no solution at the end. None. At all. It's going to leave you feeling butt-ass hurt and in grief until you find your way out of it. And when you find your way out of it, you're going to then see that there was no when you find out, you're gonna see that there was no good spirit in that. You know what I'm saying? You will see that. I'm telling you. You will see that. Man, there's so many things, man. Man. So listen, the best advice that I can give you is stop thinking about your child being gone. I know you can't help it. You can't help it. You can't help it because it's a missing face around the house. It's a missing body around here. But don't sit in that too long, because that right there is one of the ways that you can open up for that evil spirit to just slide right on in. That evil spirit gonna come and it's gonna slide right on in, and it's not gonna really, it's not gonna work out in your best interest. You know what I mean? So that's just, that's, for me, that's my main way of recognizing that evil spirit. Because like, okay, like for instance, I do this every time, but I like to still give y'all an example of what this evil spirit will look like versus when you are talking to your ancestor, or, you know, you got somebody on your side that's there, you know, that's looking out for you. Because when your people transfer over, once your people pass, your parents, your close loved ones, your children, somebody that passed away, they are going to go on the other side of life. Okay? And when they get over there on that other side of life, it's certain things over there on that side of life that you can't do nothing about, but they can. You see what I'm saying? So they actually help you from that other side of life. That's what I was talking about this morning, like Junior did. He told me he was okay when the evil spirit tried to come in and pull my energy down. Only thing it took for me to hear was Junior was okay. And that stopped all that. It stopped all that. I didn't have to go praying to know Jesus and going all biblical and all this other stuff. I ain't have to do all that. Only thing I had to do was listen for my son's voice. And that's what I did. I listened for his voice. And when I heard his voice say that he was okay and he was good, that right there was powerful enough to stop those attacks. I don't know I don't know how that, you know, if that right there was a case like that, and that boy just that powerful like that, but those attacks stopped. Time he told me that he was okay, they stopped. Because energetically, I felt myself about to go, you know, run down all off up and through there. Energetically, I knew it. I knew energetically at that point, you know what I'm saying, when I was being attacked this morning, I knew I was about to wake up not feeling the best. I was gonna wake up not feeling the best, you know. And is this month in particular, man, I'm telling you, like I said, man, when you lose your child, man, that mask of them holidays, that shit come right off, and you see the evilness for what it is. You see it for what it is, man. Fuck Christmas. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, fuck Christmas. And I know I don't speak like that on live like that, you know, but hey, listen, forget that. I got to get my power back, y'all. I done lost too much. I done lost too much, man. I done lost too much, and I got to gain that shit back. It's hard to keep on trying to move forward, and then you getting attacked left and goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got a breaking point. Everybody got a breaking point. And to keep me from reaching my breaking point, I get on here and I talk to y'all, man, try to let some of this stuff out, man, because I'm telling you, man, that shit be tight. That shit tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. It be tight. Tight. Shit be tight. You know. Grand Rising, Ivy and Angelique. See, these are two more other people right there. They have lost children. I'm pretty sure they understand what I'm talking about. They have lost children. You understand? After that right there, man, no, man, listen. You can't, hey. Lose a child. You're going to lose a lot more. You're going to lose a lot more than just your child. I ain't playing. But again, like I said, just trying to get away from losing the child thing, because that's when you When you don't focus on that right there, and you just focus on the energy, just focus on your energy. That's all I could do is focus on my energy. I try to focus on my energy, not so much focus on Junior. And that right there, like I said, the stuff that I be telling y'all, this is not something that I'm telling you from me. This is just the download that I get. You know what I mean? This is the download that I get. And like I said, some of this stuff, it don't come out sweet. You know what I'm saying? This stuff don't come out sweet. This stuff that you be hearing, it don't sound, it's not back patting. You know what I'm saying? you don't get patted on the back with the stuff that you hear. And if you're not strong enough mentally, it will break you down. Even the constructive criticism that you get. Because remember, what I told you, when that evil spirit is attacking you, it cannot give you no solution. Not no good solution. It's not going to give you a good solution. But when you being attacked and that ancestor come around, or that good spirit, you know that, guess what? It's not going to tell you that either. What it's going to tell you is that bad boy going to stand right there on the side of you, man. That's what it's going to do. It's going to stand on the side of you and it's going to tap his foot. And it's going to look at you and it's going to ask you, when are you going to stop doing this to yourself? That's what it's going to say. When you going to stop doing this to yourself? You know you only hurting yourself. You know this, you know that, like this right here is what your spirit is going to tell you. And the reason why it's a solution is because you know it's right. You know that what you are doing to yourself is really pulling you back. You feel like you can't do nothing about it. You feel like you can't help it. You know, in some cases, some people really just don't want to help it. They rather just stay in their grief and just get it out. And I understand that. But it take a lot more longer to recover. It's going to take a lot more to recover than that right there. And you can't stay like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you stay in your grief, it's going to start pulling at your health. You're going to start losing weight. And I ain't talking about healthy weight. I ain't talking about no weight like you done went to the gym and worked this stuff off. You're going to start losing some weight, okay? You're going to look in the mirror at yourself and you're going to see a physical difference if you don't get up out this grief. That's what was going on with me. I had to get up out that right there, man, because I was looking at physical differences. Forget what was going on up here mentally. Mentally, I already knew I was toe up. I already knew I was toe up mentally. But physically, you can see that. You can physically see this right here when you are, about. Man, listen, it have been times where I couldn't even get no sleep, man. I'm talking about, look, bags up under my eyes, man. Bags. You probably can't see them, there they go right there, like, and I know that's what it is. Sometimes you can't get no sleep, waking up 3-4 times in the night. You waking up in tears, waking up and your heart racing, anxiety is everywhere. Like, you don't want to feel that because you don't want to believe that that's anxiety. I don't want to believe that's anxiety. It's an attack. It's an attack. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks. It sucks because I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you look at this right here, man, trying to stay away from what actually happened with your child, man, and try to move forward. That combination right there isn't something that go together. That's not a good combination to go together. It's not because I can still see the way my son last looked. Okay, when I seen my son the night before and then the day after. I didn't see him at all the day after. The day that my son actually crossed over and passed over, I didn't see him at all that day, at all. When I seen him, he was on the ground. That was the first time I seen him that day. The first time I seen my son after he got his haircut. We went and got our haircut the night before. After he went to bed that night, the next time I seen my son in person, he was laying on the ground with his doggone head doggone off. Pretty much half his stuff gone. Cause he done got messed up by a drunk driver. That's right. Drunk driver caused all that head trauma to my son, had blood all over the doggone street. The boy, look, knew he was gone because the type of pain that would have caused, you know, somebody would have been crying, ouching, something. It was nothing. He felt nothing. That boy was dead before that van stopped rolling. And that's just the flat out truth. That boy was gone before that van stopped moving. As fast as that bad boy came through like a bullet. And then when you look at it, when you look at these autopsy pictures, it looked like somebody just straight blew his head off. Damn near. Blew off at least half of it anyway. Because the way that and this right here is what these evil spirits try to bring back to me. That's why when I looked at them doggone autopsy pictures, I wouldn't recommend y'all do that. Don't do that if y'all don't look at no autopsy pictures if you can. I did that right there, and that right there was a way for an evil spirit to come in too, because they've tried it, but I wouldn't allow it to happen. But when you the evil spirit would tell me, it would go back over how my son looked at the time of this incident. How my son looked when I seen him on the autopsy pictures, and how he looked when we had to go to verify him or go down to the medical examiner office down here to identify him. You see what I'm saying? That boy looked totally different from the boy that I took to get his hair cut the night before. And the evil spirit remind me of that every time. So much to the point to where now I'm used to it. You can't even bother me with that no more. Can't bother me with it no more. I'm used to it now. I'm used to it. You done hit me with it so many times. And the fact that I know that he didn't feel that makes me feel a little better. It makes me feel a little better to know that he didn't feel none of that stuff. He didn't feel it. He was gone. That boy was gone instantly. He was gone amongst impact. I don't care what nobody say. I'm looking at it, and I can tell that boy was gone amongst impact. Because somebody decided they wanted to speed and listen to loud music and drink some cheap ass Crown Russie or Rosie or whatever that shit is. Some cheap bottom of the barrel shit. Some old broke nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Because my son lost his life for absolutely nothing. That was a sweet little boy. That boy, there was not a bad bone in that boy's body. That was the sweetest little boy ever. He did not deserve that. That boy took all type of head trauma. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with a drunk ass fucking driver. Yeah, and I'm pissed about it though. I ain't even gonna lie, but because I go on, through these videos, man, and I swear I try not to say nothing about the motherfucker that did this shit. I swear to God. And I try to keep my profanity at a minimum. But my shit over here hurting, bro. Fuck that. You wanted to have a good fucking time, man, and you took somebody, man, from me. Man, listen. If you ever get this fucking message, Ahmad fucking Jada. If you ever fucking get this message, bro, at best, at least get yourself together. Because your life was fucked up. I don't even know you. But I know that your life was fucked up. You was a fuck up in life. And it took for you to kill my son in order for you to hopefully see that shit, homie. You better get yourself together while you behind them bars, homie. That's the least you can do. That's the least you can do. Cause I go through these lives and I try not to even say nothing about you, homie. But I ain't forgot. I have not forgot. And I know some of his family is on my page. That's right. The guy who did this, they family is on my page. They are. They watch me. They see me. And y'all make sure he get that. Get reformed, bro. Get your fucking self reformed. Because that's the reason why this stuff happened. Because you had to be reformed. Because you were a fuck up. And you know you were. And your family know you were. Took my fucking baby away from me. Because you a fuck up. Man, listen. Bye.